Welcome back to another gym blog. Today I am making up for a skipped chest day yesterday, but we're also going to start with back. Doing my heavy lat pull downs here, already warmed up. I've been trying to be a little bit more consistent with using a neutral grip with straps, just so that I can focus more on pulling on my lats through my elbows, get more of that lat engagement. After I'm done with 3 or 4 sets of that, I moved onto probably my favorite back exercise, which is the chest-assisted T-bar row. Now, I think it was last week I hurt my neck. I felt something pop doing these. So you can see me trying to reach over and still get that good stretch, but I've been a lot more careful with trying not to look up as hard as I used to, because that's how I popped my neck and strained my trap. I did that 2 days ago as well, but I'm all good today. Feeling good. Feeling better than I have in a while, actually. And that was 4 to 5 sets of that. Supersetted with this pullover. I think this set I was seated a little too high. I adjusted it later to get more of a stretch. But the thing is, I like the cable bar version of this, where you kind of just bend over and do a pullover with a bar. I like the lat engagement. I don't particularly like having to do all that to get this movement. So I really appreciate this machine where I can just sit down and don't have to worry too much about my form. I can just tell myself to push through my lats and go past failure here. Anyways, in the posing room, checking my back pump, I realized that just restricting myself to about 3 exercises or something turns out to be a sweet spot for me. I felt my back really pumped, minimal fatigue, and surprised myself in a second here when I take my shirt off. Do the front lat pose again. I really got to fix my symmetry with these poses. I am so horrible with it. And for my favorite pose here, I don't know what people call this pose. Some people call it the Arnold pose, I guess. But I love this pose, and my back is looking freakier than usual. And I felt really good looking back at the footage of this at the gym. So after this, felt pretty pumped to go ahead and start benching some weight. And here we got 245, going a little lighter, working on my form, working on those eccentrics. Really get that mind-muscle connection down. I think I got this for 9 today. I wanted to try to get to 10, but didn't get it. I'll get it next week or next session. Been feeling a lot better benching, especially after doing a back day. Dude, the back feels so tight and pumped. When you get on the bench, the weight just moves. It's like magic. Feeling pumped here with my chest, but my back was still pumped. It felt great. And I started doing the sussy-ass exercise for my neck because, as you know, I've been hurting my neck a lot. And I really never did this exercise before. I slapped on a 25-pound plate. I think I did this for either 12 or 15. And then, honestly, it felt pretty good. When I got off it, my neck felt really, really light. I did this for like 2 or 3 sets. I think I'm going to start putting these more into my back days. Anyways, for this exercise, the rear and delt fly, I like to imagine there is a bunch of money in front of me. and I'm trying to scoop as much as I can behind me to keep all of it. And that's what I try to do to engage my rear delts a little bit more. As you can see, I'm not doing a very good job here because the seat is positioned a little too high, so my arms are a little too low. After this set, I adjusted it, and I could feel my rear delts a lot more without having to move my scapula. And that's the main cue I've been using, is just really extend the arms outwards while doing this. And getting a good pump with these. So, anyways, after that, started doing my second most favorite exercise for chest, which is any kind of fly. I usually, like in the past, really haven't really done these in a while. I've been doing the pec deck, which is you just put your elbows instead of having to extend your arm out. Takes your biceps and everything else out of it, but they got rid of that machine, so I've been doing these, and putting the seat higher than I normally do actually works out a lot better than I thought, and I've been feeling really good with this exercise, and I think it's gonna be here to stay for a very long while. That's a staple in my chest day regimen. And go straight into shoulders. I actually did these after. I usually do these before the pec flies, but this particular bench was taken, and I kind of wanted to get some footage, so did the flies, waited till it was clear, and started doing these pinkies up and trying to lift with my elbows, get that mind muscle connection with my shoulders. After some heavy weight, I put it down. We'll go way lighter, most of the time half of the weight, and just really try to pause a little bit at the top, come down slow. I really love this time that I go to the gym, which is around like 11 or 12. Everyone's eating or at work, so the gym is pretty much dead around this hour. By the way, this session was pretty long. This is probably the longest gym session I've had. I got to the gym like around, I want to say like 11:45 or 12:45. I can't really remember, and I got out like a 5:17 or something like that. Just a lot of sets, you know. Here is my third chest movement. I haven't really made up my mind on what's going to be here to stay for my third chest movement, so I'm trying this out again. I don't hate it. I do find it a little bit more difficult to get that mind muscle connection into my chest. However, after this set, I kind of adjusted the seat to be a little lower so it's higher up on my chest, and I brought my hands a little closer together just to get that contraction at the end a little bit more. And but the pump was pretty good. It wasn't bad. You can see a little bit of striations coming in my chest. I am in the middle, like between lean and a mini bulk, you could say. I'm like lean but not lean. It's kind of weird. I am cutting a little bit, so by the end of this month, I should be a little bit more shredded. And from there, I'm just going to bulk for the rest of the winter and hopefully grow some muscle for the spring. I am planning to have a show in the spring, see how well I do. And my triceps are there. They are there. I wish I could get way bigger shoulders. I need to really work on that. But that's it for today. Not too mad about my my chest. My chest is in a decent place today. But anyways, we're going to move on to some arms, finish off these triceps and these biceps. I haven't used this machine in forever. I blamed this machine for a lot of my elbow pain, but I realized much later on, actually just recently, that a lot of the pain that I've been having all around my body is because I never took a deload, ever. In my multiple years of training, I just refuse to do it. And then recently I started putting more deloads into my, like every 5 to 6 weeks, and it's like magic. All my pain goes away. Who would have guessed? So the Skull Crusher is really nice. This exercise in particular is my favorite bicep curl exercise. It's just a lot of constant tension with the cable. It does require a lot of core stabilization, which I'm not too big of a fan of. But I also don't like the machines. The preacher curl machines freak me out a little bit. I feel like it's going to tear my bicep. I feel like with this I have a little bit more control over that. So I'm not too mad about it. My bicep is a small muscle, and as long as I work hard at it with enough volume, it'll grow. This is like my favorite tricep exercise. Just a nice push down. Let it go up a little bit on the top to get that stretch. Really squeeze at the bottom. I think this set, this is like one of the longest sets in this whole video. I did a set of, I can't quite remember. I think it was 12. I'm not counting right now, but I think it is 12 or 13. And then I go into myo reps, which is basically after your set, you rest like 5 to 10 seconds, and you go back at it with another 5 sets. And you rest another 5 to 10 seconds, and you go back at it with another 5 to 10 reps. And I do this because I've been at the gym for like a few hours now, and I'm trying to get out. And this is a really good way to stimulate growth on any muscle if you're limited on time. It is not the 100% best, but I would say like a good 90% optimal to get that stimulus in your muscle. It works very similar to just doing sets over and over again. The downside to it is that it fucking sucks. It really fucking hurts. And but if you're tolerant enough with pain, you can get through it. This is a really good way to get your sets in, or your one set in, if you're tight on time, which I really wasn't. I was there. It's been like 4 hours, so I'm trying to just get the fuck out, you know? So finishing with this tricep, I think I'm going to do one more myo rep. At this point, my arms feel like they want to fall off. I can really feel the long head of my tricep just screaming at me right here. Once I finish this, I'm going to go straight into some chin-ups for my biceps and a little bit of my back, but mainly for my biceps. And we're going to do something similar here. The pump here was unreal. Can't really see it here as well, but yeah, chin-ups. I think I did 8 of these. I was so dead. Normally I could probably do 15 to 20, but I was already very pre-exhausted. So I do about 8 chin-ups here. I start doing myo reps. By the way, are you ever in the zone where you kind of finish a set and like has anyone ever asked you what you think about and your answer is like literally nothing? This is literally me this set. I am so gassed out and out of it at this point that these rests in between, my mind is literally blank. I'm just automatic mode right now. All I'm thinking about is that myo rep. Counting to 5, get back up again. Because at this point, it hurts so much, it's the only thing I can think about. I think I got one more myo rep before I call it quits. It's not the best exercise for your biceps, but it's really fucking good. The reason I say it's not that good is because it's a little harder to go on a deficit sets, like lowering the weight, unless you're doing assisted pull-ups. But it's pretty good stimulus. It feels pretty nice to be able to pull yourself up on the bar. But yeah, here's my sorry attempt at posing my arms. My right bicep is shaped differently than my left. Triceps are coming along, man. Yeah, I'm not too mad about that. Yeah, need to work on my forearms a little bit more. Get those daddy forearms. You know what I mean? Bicep not looking that bad from the back. But yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you in the next one.